So let's hand it over back to Mandy, who will basically tell us, Mandy, why are the final three standing here in front of us? I'm sure there's a reason from each of their looks that put them on this list over here.
Absolutely. Do we want to dissect it?
Yes, maybe
just
the
a little bit
models
generally.
Yes, yeah.
The models. Yeah. We would like to have the models
Great.
on set. Yes.
Okay, so we can remember what that was about as well.
Yes.
Great. So we'll have you guys as models come back on the stage so that, of course, we can flash back. And then the judges can tell you what it is they liked, or in this case, didn't like so much about your look.
Yeah.
All right, models, you want to join us back on the stage?
This is such a hard one. Yes.
Why do we always do this to ourselves? Tell the models to come here.
You guys do.
It's
And then
more
you start changing your minds in the
Yes.
middle of everything. All right, but obviously these three looks, I did it for you. Funny, they all have a bit of grayish to them. I just noticed that right now. But they do all, I think, encompass what it was today's challenge was about, which was, you know, first date number one, and then, of course, not the usual place, which was rugby. I'm sure there's something about each of them that put them here before, of course, we get to who won.
Right. Yeah, I'll begin. I have to say this is, it was quite challenging. Closest run we've ever had in terms of styling, and we really loved it today that you brought your personalities. That was amazing for us to see. So each of you had different bits and pieces in your outfit, you know, small points where you know, where you got it or where you lost it. So we have to remember again, it's about the challenge that we have as well as execution of the piece that you're putting together. So we have to marry two. So I will start. Now,
Sarah, girl, you got it. Trust yourself. And yes, I know there are days where you can be confused as a stylist. You're looking at two different situations you don't even know. Sometimes I sleep on it, but then today you didn't have the chance to sleep on it. But trust yourself, and you got it, and challenge yourself. The norm is not always the most stylish one. And that's why you're being hired as a stylist, so that you bring something different. Because I trust your knowledge, I trust that you research, I trust that you have a little bit of flavor that personally maybe I don't even have. And that's what is going to say, I need to call Sarah again. I need to call Sarah again. Yes.
Okay, Winnie, what is it that did it for you or didn't do it for you about this particular look?
this was my favorite look.
Okay.
I loved it. And I think being backstage and seeing her work on it, because she actually changed the top, I think, 3 times. Because each time she had something, it worked, but then there's something missing, then she had to go back and change. There's something missing, she had to go back and change. So she was really paying attention to her looks, and I think the whole look actually was in sync. It was perfect, but there was a small mistake with the hairdo, but other than that, I feel the look was okay, but I think you're on your way to something great. So don't stop this, keep at it and just keep growing yourself. And it's actually interesting just to see the model and the stylist. You know, we've like my colleagues have said, there have been instances where you find the stylist looks better than the model, but in this case, the model looks better than you. And that is a good thing, because it means you've actually succeeded as a stylist, because you'd rather the model looks better than you look better than the model.
Okay. Sheena, quickly tell us what it is about Simran's look that put her here right now.
Well, Simran, I loved the whole classy but breezy feel of it. She still retained her femininity in a very manly sport, and I really loved that. It was functional, it was challenge appropriate to me. However, I think we need to point out that as a stylist, you always have to remember that this is your work and that is your client. Therefore, you really need to pay attention to the details. The creases, as Winnie said, you really have to finalize, because that will represent you when she walks around. Say, who did Simran? So they'll say, oh, the girl who doesn't, you know, who has an eye on stuff. That's why you want to go, you know what I mean? So really beautiful, everything was it for me, delicate, feminine, functional. Just pay attention to the details, because it is work, once again.
Great. All right then, guys. So I just want to remind you once again what it is that you're in the running for. Whichever one of you wins today's challenge gets a fast forward to the grand finale. And at the grand finale, you have a chance to win your own fashion reality TV show right here on Ebru TV. Are you guys ready to find out who won today's challenge? No, we're not ready? I'm ready. All right. Mandy, are you guys ready to tell us who today's challenge winner is?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. All
Yeah,
right.
before we change our mind.
All right, guys. Great. Okay, guys. Whew. So, today's challenge was quite difficult. It was really a challenge because it
Yeah.
encompassed two things, which
Yeah.
was a date, and then, of course, it was something outdoor. However, this still is a fashion show, and so we are trying to bring in the glam
Yeah.
along with it. So whoever it is who won today's challenge, I must say, it basically means that you were able to put all these things together, which is not very easy to do. I think it's quite difficult, actually. So let's announce today's winner. Today's winner is Simran. Yes. Congratulations, Simran. Before you guys go, I just want to know, what was your experience like on the show? I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something.
Being on this show has taught me a lot, that you have to think on the spot and make sure your outfit is on point. And I'm really grateful for this opportunity. And yeah, thanks.
Awesome. What about you? What was the experience like for you?
For me, I'm really excited. Being a journey that I'm already there, I feel like I'm halfway there. I'm really excited to see what the future holds. And I'm really grateful to you guys. I've learned a lot. Thank you so much.